What's good YouTube, Steel here. Since the release of Pokemon Pocket, Blaine is among if not the favorite budget deck in the game. With its low rarity and raw power, it continues to be a very respected deck in this game. With the release of Mythical Island, Blaine's deck got a few extra tools that go a long way in keeping this deck relevant. The new Ponyta shares the same HP as its genetic Apex counterpart, but its stomp attack has a much higher ceiling, as with luck on your side you can start the game with a 40 damage attacker, with a downside just slightly below the guaranteed 20 damage from the genetic Apex Ponyta. Despite completely shifting my Ponyta to the Mythical Island variant, when it comes to Rapidash, I enjoy the versatility of playing 1-on-1. As you will see in the gameplay, there's games where I just hold the evolution in my hand, and depending on how my opponent is acting or reacting, I'm able to seamlessly decide which one I want to go into and how much pressure or not I want to apply. The Mythical Island Rapidash certainly has a higher ceiling, as its Rising Lunge deals a guaranteed 40 damage with the potential to hit as high as 100 if you flip heads. However, there are games where we have to be a little more calculated with how we use our energy, and we can't just blindly give Ponyta 2 and then not have Ninetales in the back. In that case, that's where the genetic Apex Rapidash comes in. The genetic Apex Rapidash does 40 damage for just one energy, allowing us to build up a second attacker in the backline while increasing upon what Ponyta was doing in the beginning. The final Pokemon I want to mention is Ninetales. Ninetales' Flamethrower attack for 90 damage continues to be our most reliable way to deal big damage and our main attacker when it comes to closing out games. This deck, however, would be nothing without its namesake, Blaine. Blaine is a supporter card that adds 30 damage to the attacks of any Ninetales, Rapidash, or Magmar. This additional 30 damage allows our Ninetales to deal with popular Pokemon such as Pikachu and Celebi in just one shot, as well as allow us to apply pressure fast when used on Rapidash. The rest of the deck is ultimately preference, but I do believe that at least one Sabrina and Geo go a long way in this deck. Geo's additional 10 damage allows for that extra bump you need when you have already used your Blaines or when the Blaine would be overkill. Sabrina, in a similar way, can get a Pokemon that is way too bulky out of your way and allows your Ninetales or Rapidash to take down their ideally weaker backline. In my small sample size of 10 games, I was able to go 8-2, which is very respectable and kind of backs why this deck is so respected or favored by both budget and competitive players alike. However, this deck does come with its shortcomings, and as you go playing 10, 20, 30 games, they start showing up more and more, as relying on stage 1 attacker to deal any amount of damage comes back to bite you in games where either your Ninetales or your Rapidash that could deal 100 are just stuck at the bottom, as well as all their bodies, that biggest body you have is 100 in Rapidash and your Ninetales is 90. So that lack of bulk really starts to come through and hurt you in the long run as you play more games, and that's what keeps this deck from being top tier, although it does do what it wants to do very well, and that's win or lose very fast. So for these events of winning 45 games or 5 in a row, this is a really good deck. And we have an event of those coming up in a couple of weeks, so this is a deck that you could consider playing that, and that most people should have access to, which is the most important part. Regardless, I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and comment down below what your favorite budget deck is. Maybe if I see something I find interesting or different, I'll try to make a video around it. And also, please consider liking and subscribing, and always stay pro. Alright, going second. The fact that we have the Rapidash leads me to let's lead Ponyta. Could put the Vulpix. I kinda wanna hold the Vulpix. Yeah, we get punished by red card, but at the same time, he can't Sabrina away the damage that we're about to, the pressure we're about to apply. A heads flip here is huge in this upcoming turn, because if we hit him for 40 and put him at 90, we don't need to use Blaine on this Rapidash, but Ninetales helps a lot too. Let's go research first. Drop the Vulpix. The 90 alone won't do enough to clear this out. Plus we have the Blaine into Vulpix, the backup to knock out Pikachu. So let's just apply pressure with Ponyta here. Unfortunate, but we're fine with this. He's playing this Pikachu, which is preference whether you play this one or the one that does 10, the mini Pikachu EX, but so he's building a Pikachu, which is why I'm not even gonna go for the Rapidash play. Let's build up Ninetales. We do get punished by Sabrina, I'll be honest. but it is still our best bet here. Another Tails. He would have to have a hand of, although he's at 5 cards, so he could easily have this. He would need X Speed and Sabrina. That's one of the two. Really hoping he doesn't have that, the Sabrina. Or we're instantly sent back like eons. Okay, good. Now instead of being sent back, I'm pretty sure this is a done game. Blaine giving 30 is just such a huge boost. It was the risky play, because had he pulled up with the Sabrina, we just auto lose. We would need another Blaine to knock out this, but he needs quite a few turns before that Ninetales matters. I mean, before his Zapdos matters. Another Zapdos, so he might just start bouncing around them. He's already used 1 X speed, so that's comforting, I guess. We don't have to worry about Pikachu EX for the rest of the game though. Okay, that's really good here. Yeah, let's go Pokeball first. And then research. Yeah, there's no need to Giovanni this turn. There's no targets for this, but alright, unfortunately because of how the flamethrower works, we'll never be able to set up this Ninetales. I mean this Rapidash. I guess the Ninetales either, but currently has no way of forcing us to even depend on this. His best bet is switching into this backup one, and it was basically just slowing down the inevitable. Out of the last 6 cards we have 2 potions, an X speed, a Blaine, which Blaine, oh no, Blaine wouldn't auto win if he switches to this backup Zapdos. But yeah, Blaine, the genetic Apex Rapidash, I'm missing whatever the last card would be. Right, 6 cards left. Let's look at the list real quick. I guess both potions. Yeah, did I say both potions? Whatever. Point is, yeah, he's gonna swap now. Hit us for 20. Sabrina doesn't do anything because of the X speed. So, if he had that earlier, we would have definitely been in trouble. We could evolve this here. So yeah, basically we're guaranteed to win next turn. No, thanks to X speed, another Sabrina wouldn't stop us. He doesn't have enough energy to make this Raichu matter. Although if he brings out this Raichu, then we're at the mercy of seeing the Blaine in the deck. But it'll be more delaying the inevitable than anything, especially if he doesn't have X speed. If he has X speed, then it's a different situation that we're in. Yeah, so this is another turn delay that we don't worry about this Raichu. Anyways, we saw the Blaine, so. GG's to our opponent. And despite how this deck played, if you're looking for a list for the event still, or you want something that you could basically put on auto and win, his deck's probably great for that. Alright, we're going second. Against water, which is unfortunate, but... yeah, the popularity of like Gyarados and Starmie decks is probably what keeps Blaine like in check. But other decks is just like, it's such a powerhouse. And even here, going second, had we opened with Ponyta, we instantly start applying pressure that they can't necessarily keep up with. And now we got the Ponyta, but we can't really do anything about it. So let's just write in 90 damage next turn. And I guess if he doesn't evolve, a head here would be nice. So here he could hit us for a Geo and he knocks us out. Unfortunate, but we couldn't do much about that. Yep. I guess with that in mind, we could have built up the Vulpix, but like the one in the back, I mean. Maybe we draw our own Geo and get heads, and then everything's fine. But there's Blaine. Do we risk the points in the active? We might have to. This could be incorrect because we don't have an inherent way of getting Ponyta out of there. And if he evolves into Starmie, we just explode. But there's Sabrina. I can't. That doesn't do much to us. It doesn't change the numbers in any way. I guess we'll do double potion here to force the Greninja. A cool play we could have had, depending on like what our hand was, is like Rapidash on this, but so yeah, now he's forced to Shuriken and swing here, and then we don't really have anything to combat that with. It was just... I was like, maybe he misclicks and hits Ponyta again. Yeah, no, we weren't able to bounce back from missing Geo. I mean, from them not missing Geo. Like, even if we drew the right Rapidash there, we didn't have enough energy to like do anything with it. Alright, we're going second. And we got the Ponyta this time, so we're gonna get pretty aggressive here, and we have the type advantage. This on paper should be a wash, like. And we have either Rapidash to go into next turn. Not next turn, but like you get our following turn. That could be a problem, but this guarantees us Vulpix. Fortunately, still we hit for 30, but it would have been nice to hit for 40 more than that. Had we hit for 30, that would be a total of 60. He would have been at 70 and we knock him out. There's no like guaranteed knockout following that up. Now this is a bigger issue. If he starts flipping heads here, let's hope that he gets tails here. Nope. Alright, so we're kind of forced to go into this Rapidash, the genetic Apex one, just in order to like survive an Executor hit. Okay, there's research. We got the Blaine or the Giovanni for next turn. We hit for 60 here. Unfortunately, Blaine will just do 90. So hopefully we get some tails from his side so that we're not forced to switch out Rapidash. The potion does not help our cause at all. We just need some flips in our favor, honestly. I felt like that coin did not show tails a single moment. For not even for a millisecond. Okay. There's 9 tails, so next turn we start actually being aggressive, but I think we should just give we're like forced to give them the Rapidash. Although we could protect it, right? We could X speed, the 9 tails takes the hit. But 9 tails is our best chance at like wiping these things out, so let's just sacrifice it, because yeah, we don't have much going for us, honestly, unfortunately. Had he gotten a tails at any moment, it would have been a different game, but that Erica doesn't change the math. A potion on top of that Erica does. Actually, we're pretty. I think we're okay with that use of. Did he not use his energy? Where did his energy go this turn? Or was this just his third turn? So when my turn? Yeah, I feel like he didn't use his energy. Maybe I'm tripping. We'll go here. With the type advantage, we deal the damage we need to. Oh wait, because turn 1 they weren't able to set energy. Never mind. I just missed when he put it on the Celebi, I guess. It's gonna come down if the Celebi goes 1 for 3 or 2 for 3. If it goes 1 for 3, we win. Otherwise, we just lose. The potion doesn't matter because we have Blaine. We hit up to 140, so again, doesn't matter. It comes down to his coin flips, not ours. Just 1 or 0. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's a good start. Okay, yeah. GG's. This game got a lot closer than it should have been, but mainly because I feel like he had a really good look early on with the Executor. He does have minus 10 damage, but we have plus infinite, right? Even a fully healthy Celebi wouldn't survive that, so GG's. Against grass again, there's a lot of grass on ladder today. If they start execute, I don't know, I feel like if they had execute, they might have just dropped it already. They got the Erica sleeves and everything. Okay, so starting Celebi, that gives us more time. I guess that's like a clear sign that they don't have Executor. I could be wrong, but that's what that tells me anyways. Although they could clearly just go X speed and then the game changes completely, but if we see a Ninetales among these coming cards, we're gonna get pretty ahead here. Yeah, there's the X speed. Not ideal, but what is there to do? That makes sense. There's no need to poke with execute yet, right? I think we'll just play it safe. Charge the back one and then no research or anything, so we're just hoping for the best really off the top. They got their research, so they have one card they already had and two unknowns. Yeah, it's gonna get rough, especially if they get too many heads in a row. Yeah, no, they don't miss, man. I can't tell you the amount of content that I'm recording and I just get blasted by how many heads the opponent be flipping. Geo. We can't even apply damage. We just gotta hope that we live like another turn, which we don't. If they had a Geo, it's done, so this wraps. The good thing is that if he gets Tails, we do have enough potions to heal right back up. The bad part is that if we don't see Ninetales, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we survived the turn. Can we do anything about it though, is the question. Okay. If there was ever a chance. It's almost like a little late for him to show up, but he does only have 1 point, so if we start seeing Ponyta and Rapidash and stuff like that, we might get back in. Another Tails here would be huge. Although the math doesn't actually, yeah, no, the math doesn't change. Just now we're down to one of those, and we could. Where in the world is like the rest of everything? We need him to go 0 for 8. That's crazy. If he goes 0 for 8, we win. But the chances that happen are very slim. Every coin flip has a 50% chance of killing us. This Ninetales is about to turn into Neo from the Matrix or something. And all because we couldn't see like a backup Ponyta or something. Let's see. Even before he just gets 8 heads and we get hit for... That's a good start, and we're dead. What is that, 200? Yeah, GG's. Yeah, with how fast they started and the lack of our bench, we had no chance. Right, we're going second here, and we have the Ponyta to apply pressure immediately and Rapidash to back it up. And it started with Ralt, so looking good for us. Okay, their mythical slab missed. Missed twice, okay. Let's Pokeball first because this deck only has 4 basics. At least the version I'm playing, right? Go research. I probably should have researched before dropping down Vulpix, but that's not here nor there. I would say heads here basically guarantees that that Ralt is Dunzo next turn. This is a guaranteed 40. If he were to evolve into Curlia, Curlia has 80 HP, so it'd also be knocked out by Rapidash. Yeah, so if he doesn't heal, none of this is for anything. Okay, yeah, he could have XP though, so. Or just switch, yeah, that works too. We're really ahead here when it comes to energy and just pressure that we're applying. Okay, let's... No more basics in the deck now. If we had the other Rapidash, we would use the energy to start building up Ninetales, but... A heads here would be huge. But that's fine, that's fine. Still, we're applying so much pressure, and then next turn he could hit us for 50. If he has the Gardevoir. Yeah, so despite both his mystical slabs missing, he basically saw the Dream Hand. He had the Mewtwo and the entire Ralts line, so at least the potion's gonna force him to... Let's build up Ninetales. And this potion's gonna force him to have to use side drive, not be able to build up anything. We have the Giovanni here, right? Just for the sake of if we get heads. Because if we don't Giovanni, hit him for 40, goes to 70. Even with a potion, Ninetales takes care of it, so it's worth it. Especially if we get the heads here. Come on. Attaboy, Rapidash. Alright, no, yeah, this Mewtwo's cooked. GG's, there's no backup now, because regardless of what he does, Ninetales could knock out Gardevoir. You would have to like bring up, like, no, that 3-card combo has to be like a Mewtwo, an X-Speed, or a Leaf. And then the two blank cards don't matter, but he needs exactly those 2 cards to even survive an extra turn. Yeah, GG's. This deck applies a lot of pressure. Even had we not gotten the heads there, it's really hard for him to have completely came back in this game. Alright, we're going second again, but this time against water. Fortunately, we have the Ponytail. So we're not like idly standing by with the Vulpix that could get one shot by like a Giovanni. This hand has a lot of promise, but we'll see. Because if their hand has Misty, their Misty pops off, then it doesn't matter what we're doing on our side. Drodagon. That's no fun. Maybe a Sabrina would be cool. Let's go Pokeball first. Put down Vulpix there. Research. Based on what we draw. We do have the Sabrina. And then we'll build up this Vulpix because I'm not gonna swing at this Drodagon. Let's pass turn there. If we draw X speed, this is like him not evolving, of course. Then okay, Froakie's the problem. Along with Gyarados, okay, yeah. This is the really bad matchup for us. We draw the X speed though. It might be worth applying the pressure anyways. I guess I should have Sabrina'd first to see what he does, which granted is probably just going to give us the Froakie. That is our only Sabrina in the deck though. The way I played it, we basically like telegraphed that we have the X speed, so that was on me. Granted, I did not expect him to do that. Okay. Now, barring some like crazy Misty play, we knock this out next turn, and I don't know what he does. Although he is on Leaf. Well, you have to assume he's on Leaf because of the Drodagon. Yeah, no, I personally would not have played it how you did. Like at that point, I was just like, you got it. The Froakie, you gotta give away the Froakie bullet. I guess had I played it correctly, it would have led to him doing this anyways. But yeah, he got the leaf. But that puts him a turn behind, so let's see, how do we do this in a way that makes sense, right? Because if he evolves, would he have another leaf again? I think it's worth going research here. We got the Giovanni. Giovanni's gonna be huge for the following turn. I'm not convinced on if this is the Rapidash we want to set up. I also don't want to hit him with Ninetales without getting the KO, right? So we could build up the second Ninetales as well. And we'll evolve it next turn. Yeah, let's leave it like that. Then next turn we Giovanni get this knockout. This Gyarados, unless he has a potion, we knock this out as soon as he's out, right? The Greninja is definitely more of a threat. I wonder who he'll go for. Okay. That doesn't change any numbers. We're gonna hit him. Like we were dead to Greninja regardless. So let's go here. I guess we can start building up this Rapidash as well. No, wait, we want to attack already. So let's do this. We will Geo here. And next turn, even if he knocks us out with Greninja, like if he sends out Greninja, seeing all our damage like boosters is what's gonna save with this game. No amount of water shuriken or anything is gonna protect him from. What saves him here is Misty getting like a bunch of heads basically, and that won't do it. Research won't do it. Like yeah, this Greninja could knock out Ninetales and press put damage on Ninetales on the one. That sounded like a broken record with how many times I said Ninetales there. But it can't do it in a speed that matters, especially because of the Blaine. Like here, he could hit this one in the back. Knock this one out, but then, you know, we win the trades here. And again, unless Misty gives them a bunch of flips a bunch of heads, we're fine. And now with this Ponytail, we're allowed to evolve into Rapidash, although it doesn't change anything. Go here, go Blaine. Now, did we have the perfect hand to win this game? Yeah, we did. Because now even if he has a potion for Gyarados, we could Blaine and knock it out. Now, if he has two potions, not only would, I think he would have already used them. This Dragon doesn't do nothing. If anything, it makes sure we're okay, because he would have to use a Leaf to back it out, which means no Misty. Yeah, this is a game. So the same way we're able to lose to a grass deck, we're able to beat a water deck. It's all based on point flips and seeing the right hand. Which is the good thing about this deck. Like this deck is clearly not top tier, but it lets you have a chance against whatever is in front of you. Especially because it's so fast, like the amount of pressure you apply is crazy. GG's cool. Alright, we get to go first against fighting. Well, we do get to be aggressive with the Ponyta. Let's see what type of fighting deck they're on. Okay, that's Golem. I'm kind of worried for Himoli. Himoli starts really pressuring our back line for no reason, like super fast. This Rapidash is gonna apply pressure. Him being on this Geodude, could be one of two things. My first thought is he's on the wrong Geodude, but the second thought is oh, maybe he didn't open too many Pikachu packs and he's just playing what he got from Mythical Island. At the end of the day, you don't really swing with this Geodude. There's the Himoli I was scared of. Let's just go for the guaranteed 40. Which is gonna force him to X speed or spend all his energy to get out of there. That's good in our favor. The Jotagon is not fun. There's no other way to put that. The Jotagon in the front really slows us down. It's what gave like the Gyarados matchup like even a chance to beat us that one time in that that one match. It's probably in the video. Marshallow's rough. He's gonna set it up, and we're gonna not respect it. Like we're definitely just what we're gonna do. Let him go into Graveler. Like we just really need to get Vulpix off of this. There's Pokeball, and the Pokeball's guaranteed Vulpix because it's the last two basics that we have left. So now we no longer care about the Marshadow. Yeah, making sure I have everything accounted for. And the only Pokemon that Ninetales can't one-shot in this opponent's deck is the Jotagon. And as soon as we see Geo or Blaine, it's wrapped. Yeah, this Marshadow now is gonna take out Rapidash. And then we Ninetales and take out the Marshadow, and we're basically winning the point battle. Now we get the last Vulpix out of the deck. We have what? 7 cards in the deck? Before I mess this up, let me make sure I give all the energy to this. This research just needs to hit Geo or the Blaines. It's basically half the deck there. Rapidash Potion. Okay, so out of the 5 cards left that we're drawing, 3 of them win us the game, and yeah, he had to scoop it up there. Like, we're about to get our last point, and even without the Geo, since we're a point ahead, once we start trading blows, we just get the W. GG's.